We've been working in a job share with myself working 3 days and Holly working 2 days to support the trampoline programme full time.
I'm really keen to sort of share our experience to show what a positive impact it's had on the sport.
I joined British Gymnastics as a performance analyst and biomechanist in 2013, covering artistic and trampolining. In 2018, I went off on maternity and Holly was appointed my maternity cover and took on the roles and responsibilities whilst I was away.
Back in 2018, I was made aware of a job advert coming out with British Gymnastics for a maternity cover position. At the time, I was partway through my PhD, so I put in my application and was successful. So I suspended my studies to take a year out to come and fulfil the role and cover Claire's maternity leave. Then when Claire came back and expressed she wanted to kind of come back as a part-time practitioner, kind of the discussions started to take place as to how we might make that full-time position work, and kind of I was pleased to be in a position to be able to go back to my PhD and finish that part-time alongside the role at Trampolining to stay working with the team because I'd had a really good year.
When Claire wanted to return, I think it was key to obviously retain a really good practitioner, despite the fact that she didn't want to come back full time, which is obviously understandable. And also, given Holly had done such a fantastic job coming into the role, I also wanted to negotiate with the PD and the HOPs to make sure that we could make a job role possible within trampoline and get the best out of both practitioners and the way in which they'd supported the programme over the years previously.
I was really keen to get working with Holly, and I knew she had different technical aspects that she could bring to the role that I didn't have, and that kind of excited me working together with her. We are, like Tracy said, different practitioners with different emphasis, but I feel like that's a real highlight that we bring to the programme.
You're not often in a position where someone knows your role in that much detail that you can have an in-depth conversation with them about what is important and what's not. Kind of often when you try and have those conversations, there's a lot of information that you need to kind of update that person on to get to that level before you can have a really in-depth conversation. So having someone else that knows just as much as you do about what's there and what's needed, and kind of can challenge you or suggest other things is I think it's really important and really good to have. That if there was anything that I'd implemented in that year, that we could just touch base and didn't have to think, oh, have I kind of updated her on absolutely everything that's happened in the year. It was nice to be able to focus on the important things for the time and then to pick up the other bits as they became relevant later on.
If we looked at the processes of retention of really, really good people, practitioners and experience, then for me it's a really good way to think about this for the whole sports system. Too frequently we see people either not being able to return part-time or have that opportunity, whereas actually for me we brought the best of both worlds, two different types of personalities and practitioners, different skill sets, so merging those in to one programme support was I think it's definitely something that a lot of sports could gain from.
I sometimes feel that actually with two we're stronger as a team, because if I'm away with the squad, then Holly's back at Lilleshall or working from home and she's playing on with additional analysis, which I wouldn't have been able to do if I was the sole practitioner. So that treadmill and that level of exploration and detail just continues. Within the flexibility alongside that, I feel like that benefit massively outweighs any shortcomings that may be perceived from part-time roles.
Actually, this is wider than coaches. This is support staff, practitioners across the whole system. We could be looking at more succession planning and how we do that. So it sort of started like that really, and then Alex was keen from the people development side of things to just make sure that we captured everything that's gone well in order for us to, I guess, think more outside the box, like moving forward. So we're definitely all in sport for not for now, but also the future and the legacy that we can create. I've seen like a passion from like Claire and Holly, where they enjoy the sport, they enjoy the challenge, but we also want to move it to another level. So that's where actually like the future is key to us as well. So not what we already know and what we've learned, but where we can push this sport to greater heights.